Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a very easy and very casual yoga session just to help those of us going through a bit of a stressful time with regards to work, life, anything that's causing us issues and mental problems. We'll be mainly focusing on our breath and just helping us trying to reactivate our parasympathetic nervous system just to help us relax, calm our minds, clear our heads, and just get into a better mental space. So when you guys are ready, you can meet me at in a standing position, either at the top of your mat or somewhere you feel most comfortable. So to begin, we're just going to keep our feet nice and hip width apart, hands by our sides, either facing towards us or facing forward for Tadasana. Keeping our eyes closed as we just take some nice, easy breaths. Breathing in through the nose and then gently sighing it out through the mouth. Just going through a few rounds on your own. Just trying to clear your head and forget everything that's going on and just focus on yourself and on the mat. Then on your next in-breath, we're going to lift our hands slowly up and above our heads, grasping our hands together. And we're just going to move from side to side, getting a nice little side bend, bending over to the left, and then slowly altering to the right. Matching our movement with our breath. Inhale to the left and exhale to the right. On your last exhale, coming back to meet me in center, we're just going to gently fold forward, letting our whole upper bodies hang down, keeping us maybe a slight bend in our knees as we just sway from side to side. Letting our head hang nice and loose. Maybe even if you want to, you can grab onto your elbows for a bit of a ragdoll. Just keeping everything nice and easy. And when you're ready, you can meet me in stillness, letting your hands hang down below you. We're going to go through a bit of breath work, going through a halfway lift to forward fold. So as we inhale, we're going to place our hands on our shins, lifting our backs to go for a halfway lift. And then as we exhale, forward and fold down again. Once more, inhale to lift. And exhale to fold. Going at your own pace, matching your movement with the breath. Going through one last round. As we exhale, we're going to place our hands on the mat and gently walking forward. Bring our hands down and we're going into a downward facing dog. Maybe just pedaling your feet out one at a time. Keeping everything nice and gentle and easy. Then coming back to stillness, we're going to go through a gentle vinyasa. With that, we're going to inhale, pushing our bodies forward and straight into a high plank. And as we exhale, we're going to gently lower our knees down to the mat before bringing our whole chest and head down. Lifting up our upper bodies as we inhale, maybe even floating our hands off the mat for a baby cobra. And then as we exhale, bringing our hands down and pushing up into a downward facing dog. Great stuff. Then starting with our right leg, we can inhale, lifting it up, keeping it nice and straight. And when it can go as high as it can, we're going to bend it, stacking our right hip over our left. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our knee forward, placing our knee by our right hand, and then kicking our foot over to our left hand and gently sinking our hips down and sliding our left leg back, holding for a breath before finally bringing our whole upper bodies forward as far as it can go for a resting pigeon. Remembering to focus on the breath, taking nice deep breaths in and out. Now gently bring our hands back to the mat, pushing our upper bodies up, tucking our back toe and lifting our left knee, and then kicking our right foot back to go to another plank and pushing back into another downward facing dog. Maybe you might want to walk your dog out a little bit just to get some blood flowing from the pose before we move on to the other side. Then kicking the left leg up as high as it can go, and before bending and stacking your left hip, trying to make your left knee at the highest position on your body as you can. Then as you exhale, bring your knee towards your left hand and kicking your foot out to the right. Bring your hips down, getting a nice straight back for a breath, and then exhaling down for another resting pigeon. And gently coming back up, coming back into a nice high plank as we bring our feet together. And for one last time, pushing back into another downward facing dog. And if you're feeling upward, we can go through one last gentle vinyasa. Breathing in to push forward for a high plank. Exhaling to bring our knees down, and then our chest, then our head chin. And now for baby cobra, hovering your hands off the mat if you can. Before bringing our hands down and pushing our hips back up for downward facing dog. We can then bring our knees down as we come to a nice, comfortable seated position with our legs out straight in front of us, together. And take a few deep breaths as we lift our hands up above our heads. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold forward, trying to aim to bring our chest towards our knees. And when we can go as far as we can, just relaxing our whole upper body. Gently, we're going to roll our bodies up straight, going up one vertebra at a time, keeping our chin to chest, only having our head come up last. And then come to a nice, comfortable seated position for lotus with our legs nice and crossed. I'm going to go through a bit of a spinal twist, placing our left hand on our right knee and then our right hand behind us. We're just going to gently twist our bodies to the right and maybe see if we can look over our right shoulder. Taking some nice deep breaths as we feel a nice stretch in our spine. And releasing our hands, moving over to the other side. Our right hand on our left knee, our left hand behind us, as we slowly and gently pull over to the left, and maybe see if we can look over our left shoulder. And then on our last exhale, we can release our hands, coming back to center. From here, you can meet me lying on your back, hands by your side, keeping your legs nice and bent. And then we're just gonna bring our legs up and lift them up and keep them nice and straight as possible for a waterfall. And then you're just gonna let them sway from side to side. letting all the blood in our feet just fall down to our bodies and our head. Just keep everything nice and easy, clearing our minds. Bringing your legs back to center. We're going to bend them and bring our knees to our chest, hugging our knees in as tight as we can, giving ourselves a nice little hug. And if you're feeling it, you can maybe just sway from side to side, giving yourself a nice spinal massage. And releasing your hands. We're going to go for a bit of a belly twist. So keeping your hands either cactus or straight out if you have the space. Keeping your eyes closed, you're going to slowly let your legs hang to the left. Doing a nice stretch in your lumbar. And if you're up for it, you can maybe twist your head looking towards the right. Gently bring your legs back up to center. And move on to the other side. Letting both our legs swing over and lie down to our right as we twist our heads and look to the left. And gently bringing our legs back to center. We can keep our feet on the floor. And from here, you can just slowly push yourselves up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Either coming on, sitting cross-legged or onto your shins, whatever feels most comfortable. I'm just going to take a minute just to meditate, clearing our minds and focusing on our breath. Just take a nice deep inhale. As we get as full as we can, I'm going to hold it for a second before sighing it all out. Going through a few more rounds on your own. Going through one last breath. And nice and slow. We're finally pushing it all out. With that, you can gently open your eyes as we end our practice. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I really hope it helped. I know we all go through very stressful and very tiresome situations in life, in work, and family, and everything. And it becomes very difficult for us to make time for ourselves. So I really hope this helped. And I really hope you guys found some value. And I get once more hope I get to see you guys next time on the yoga mat.